Hello, everybody. Good to see you guys again. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hanging out with me again. Hope you guys are doing well. And for those of you that are here on the live stream, it'd be great just to let me know if you can hear and see me okay. A little thumbs up, or you can say something in the chat. And excited. How to reclaim your fun in acting and in your career. And I'm going to talk about ways to get the fun and joy back in both your acting and in your career. Good. Thank you, Alicia. I appreciate the thumbs up on being able to hear and see. Good to see you guys. Hello, everybody. So happy to be back with you guys. And I'm excited because I'm going to give you all an awesome exercise towards the end. And I'm also going to do a Q&A with everybody who's on the live stream at the end as well, too. So sit back, relax, and hang out. And I'm thrilled. And again, thank you very much to Backstage for creating the series and for inviting me to speak with you guys every other week. And you guys know that I've been collaborating with Backstage for many years. And you can read all the articles and videos archived on Backstage.com and Backstage's YouTube channel. I'm doing lots of different videos about all sorts of topics. Everything from how to create dangerous acting performance to memorizing faster with less effort to winning series leads before they go to casting, etc. So I'm Joseph Pearlman. For those of you that don't know, I see a lot of familiar faces here, folks that we've been working with for many years and some new folks that we work with currently at the studio. And I help actors launch their careers faster and reach Oscar award level work on set. And at my studio, PAA, and I tell you guys this because it's important, we believe that you can launch your career faster and with less effort when you're lit up with fun. And that's the subject of the conversation today, is fun. And we have private coaching and online Zoom classes from Hollywood to anywhere in the world for beginners to celebrity level actors. And you guys can be a part of attending a free audit, watching some of the celebrity level actors get their workouts on, some of the biggest shows and films happening right now. And you guys are all invited to watch the acting and career transformations live from anywhere in the world and to get a free audit in one of our weekly Zoom classes. And you guys can take it from anywhere. You can take it from wherever you're at. We've had actors come from the Maldives, from the from Africa, from England, from India. I think it's the Maldives or Maldives. You guys can tell me how to pronounce that. And yeah, you can come watch the actors in my masterclass. It's a small group of celebrity and series lead level actors, and I'm coaching them on currently casting major film and TV roles to make the fun and brave and dangerous choices to guarantee a win, both in the audition room and on set. So let's dive in, you guys. I'm excited. How to reclaim your fun in acting. And I think reclaim is an important word because that's what you need to, it's yours. It was always yours. And sometimes you have to put a stake in it and reclaim it and get it back. So let's start here. So good to see you guys, and I can't wait to hang out in the Q&A show. Awesome to see you. Sindora, Fruchtsiga from Austria. So many of our friends and family are here. Guys, if it's not fun, it's not working, period. Okay? That's the rule. Both in acting, in your acting career, and in your life. Okay? Can anybody right now think of something that's worthwhile doing, that's really important in life, where you shouldn't be having fun, where you should be suffering and miserable? Can anybody think of something where you shouldn't or can't be having infinite amounts of fun? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Hopefully I can see it, or bring it up at the Q&A at the end. And when I speak about fun, you guys, I'm not talking about like a kid's birthday party, I'm not talking about like light fun. I'm talking about cathartic, invigorated, alive, free, activated, liberated. You choose your version of what you feel. That kind of fun. And I describe it like this, like you just climbed up Mount Everest and you feel like you're going to die, but every pore in your body is saying, fuck yes. It's that kind of fun. And it's yours to have with every part of the acting process. Happiness. We can't talk about fun and not talk about happiness. Happiness is the result of our relentless pursuit of fun. Happiness is the result of our relentless pursuit of fun. Having fun on demand is how we can feel happy in seconds or minutes, but really seconds. Having fun on demand. And you can think of acting like that, having fun on demand, not suffering on demand or being abused on demand. You need to demand fun at all times. Even memorizing can be fun. It's one of the things people say, well, memorization's not fun. Check out the recent video I did on Backstage, how to memorize faster with less effort. Memorization can be fun, and you don't have to suffer through it. So fun on demand. And remember, you guys, great actors, or you on your way towards your best acting, great actors know the work is great because you feel it. Not because you get a critique or you watch your playback. Playback is just a reflection of the results and can be a useful tool to watch yourself if you can look at yourself as an editor, if you can essentially get over how you look in a way. But watching playback is something that's not fun for a lot of actors. And I believe you shouldn't be force-fed your playback. It can be downright toxic for some actors. So it can be downright toxic to watch yourself. And therefore, I don't want you to feel like you should be force-fed your own performances week after week. So permission to say no to watching playback of yourself obsessively every single week. It's an interesting tool every now and then, but it's a preoccupation with the results, okay? Actors like Meryl Streep, Javier Bardem, Reese Witherspoon, Johnny Depp, and on and on and on, they know to never watch their playback as it can put them in their heads, shut down the fun, make them want to dial back, walk back a truly great and impactful performance. So playback can be an interesting spice every now and then. And it's interesting sometimes if an actor feels like they're being too big in a style like multi-camera, hybrid, Disney, Nickelodeon, virtual reality, and they're not being big enough. It can be a useful tool to spot that, or vice versa, basically. So the number one thing that you'll feel with great work, you guys, is fun. And some of you already know this, are starting to realize it, or have spent years practicing what it's like to not have fun, and are awakening to the fact that it can and should be fun right now. So yeah, the number one thing you'll feel with great work is fun. And some training insists that we suffer. Some people insist that we suffer. You know, there are things in the world that insist that we suffer, that we suffer. Mind viruses, stories of suffering, or that we dig our past trauma dig it up and put it into our work, okay? Everything that has happened to us is right here, right now, in the now, okay? And the meaning of the past has changed. Your suffering or your joy then, you may be the same person, but it means something different to you now because time has passed. So don't try to stick a round peg into a square hole in the now. And I think some training can be abuse-based. Has anyone here ever suffered abuse, emotional abuse, physical abuse as a result of your acting training? You can talk about it in the Q&A at the end if you want to. It's not acceptable, and permission to say no. When we find ways, you guys, of relating and identifying with our characters, the work starts to become fun again, okay? The work starts to become fun when we find ways of relating and identifying. When you ask yourselves, under what conditions would it be possible for me to experience all of these things that she is experiencing or is experiencing, the work starts to become fun again. What would it be like for me? That's what you want to ask yourself. not the you that walked in the door, not the you in your personal life, you drunk on these emotions, you drunk on this information, filled up with this. It starts to become fun again. And hey, everybody, the time that we're all in right now, the space, this now space we're all in together, is bringing things to the surface that we never really enjoyed doing in the first place. And I want you guys to feel free to talk about those if you want to. You don't have to talk about anything personal, but I'm here for you and I want to know about some of that stuff. So it's like, what are the things that are coming to the surface now that we have this different kind of time, or time is meaning, the meaning of time has changed? I want you to listen to those things and don't force yourself to return to some false sense of normalcy, okay? One of my favorite speakers, authors, Simon Sinek, says the question should be, who will we be? Who are we becoming? Not how can we get back to what we once were. There's no going back to that. And I think there are two groups. One group that's just sort of in duck and cover, freeze and wait, and just trying to shove themselves back into a place that no longer exists. And another group, and I feel like a lot of you community members here are of this other group, where it's like you are open, you are embracing what could be. There's so much energy to create what's new. So don't force yourself to return back to a false sense of normalcy. That isn't fun. Permission to say no, you guys. This is going to be a big theme in this conversation we're having today. Saying no to the things you never enjoyed doing in the first place allows you to reclaim one of the most valuable things in this world. It gives you back more of your time. It gives you back something you can't get back. It gives you back more of your time. Permission to say no. Saying no to roles, saying no to opportunities that are not, that don't honor you. Creating space, saying no creates space for fun things to fall into. So saying no is saying yes to new things. And I also want to talk about, in relation to fun, sometimes you guys are experiencing, and we all experience, anxiety and nerves as it relates to a variety of things, whether it's, we had a conversation yesterday about coming into an audition, just about in life, or with regards to our career, or feelings of anxiety before we start acting. And the question shouldn't be, how do we get rid of that anxiety? But the question should be, how do we out-fun the anxiety? How do we out-danger it? How do we burn through the fog of that anxiety by displacing it with more fun? Fred Rogers of Mr. Rogers said this beautiful thing, and it so relates to what we all do, you guys. He said, a great gift is to love what you do in front of people, in front of a child, in front of people. Do what you do and love it in front of the children. He said, let them catch the attitude that that's fun. And actors, if you can think of that with your work, to let an audience, anybody watching you, production, casting, audience, let somebody catch if somebody can catch an attitude that what you're doing is fun, you've won. And as Philip Seymour Hoffman said, something will ultimately transpire in your career. And one of my favorite actors who I love quoting is Joaquin Phoenix. And he was talking about his performance in The Joker in relation to not having fun versus having fun. And here's what he said. And again, thank you guys for hanging out with us today. It's a great honor and privilege, and thank you for being here. And I will speak with you at the end, and I will show you incredibly powerful exercise to have fun in seconds and to feel happy in seconds. And I look forward to doing that. Joaquin Phoenix said about one of his most recent performances in Joker, he said, the character is not didactic. It's not telling you precisely what you should feel or when. And I think that's rare in movies. It's one of the things that I liked most about the role. Probably why I ultimately said yes to the movie is because I wasn't sure what I felt about him. I like that space. I'm comfortable in that space of not knowing. I don't need all the answers. When I have the answers, I grow bored. I'm just not interested. It's just not as fun. This one really kept us guessing. And he said, in summary, I do a lot of preparation and then forget it. Remember, you guys, great acting preparation should be balled up and thrown out the window before you start acting. That is a quote from Meryl Streep, okay? He said, I do a lot of preparation and forget it. I fixated on this idea and I tried to control it. And your ego thinks you're doing something good, and you just have to go on the journey and let go, okay? If we don't throw the training away before we start, the work starts to smell like the acting training and it pollutes it. And we don't want that. So eliminating nerves, you guys, by outfunning them. And I'm not just going to talk about it. I'm going to show you how to do it in a really fun little exercise in just a second. So hang in there. And yeah, here are some things that you can do to reclaim your fun. Some things you can do to reclaim your fun. Stop forcing yourself to do social media if you don't love it. Your ability to do social media has nothing to do with launching a successful acting career. If you love social media, if it's exciting to you, then do it because it can enhance your career. But don't force yourself to do something that wasn't fun. Remember, there's certain things that we felt that we should be doing. Are there any things that you guys feel you're telling yourself, oh, I should be doing this or I should be doing that? You guys, I feel the same thing sometimes, a lot of the time. And I'm like, why do I want to feel like I should be doing something? It should be a joy to do it. And how do I give myself back more time to make those things actually more fun, or to just say no to them to begin with? So if you don't love creating original content, then by all means, if you love creating original content, then by all means create your original content. But don't feel that you must create content just because somebody tells you they think you should do it. Remember, there's no one-size-fits-all approach to this. It's ignorant to think that. You all have a different path to the top of your career, and it's not going to look like anybody else's. And it doesn't have to be climbing a ladder. Remember, you can teleport. If you look at it, as one of my friends and members of the studio, Lyndon Foster, says, if you look at it from the top down, look at your career from the top down, not look at it from the bottom up like you have to climb the mountain, and you can be there now. So, and Lyndon, if you're here, hey, yeah, there's a lot of data coming at us these days, okay? So-called industry gurus piling up tasks. There's so many people offering advice to all sorts of people in the world and insider industry knowledge who never did this before, okay? People are telling you have to create, you have to be making something right now, but don't do it because you think you're supposed to. Do something, write something, make something because you need to, because it's a story you need to tell. Can't tell you the number of creatives who develop projects because sci-fi or superheroes or whatever is hot right now and then never get anything made, okay? They're making it for the wrong reason. They're not on the support of fun. So are you on the support of fun with everything that you're doing? Are you on the support of fun? Okay, because just like one of my friends, Alex Ashinger, talks about, it's like we hear, realize that whatever genre is hot right now, it's too late at the studio level. They're already looking for the next thing. And Alex, one of my friends, one of the coaches at the studio, says, create because you love writing, not because you feel you have to. Just do your due diligence and research, advice that you guys are getting as well. Do they know what they're talking about? Are they trying to create a panic about it? Are they trying to sell something to you to start a new business since they can't do other stuff right now? Keep your BS detectors up, you guys. Instead of thinking about like a niche or a type, which is just sort of a box that 100 actors can also call their home, instead create a niche, create a trend, create a type. Don't niche yourself, create the niche. Again, something my friend Alex Ashinger says, and I love it. Stop feeling like every moment of acting should be like a squeezing or an effort. I always say, there's some actors that feel like every moment should feel like birthing a calf, and it's crazy. And you can see the effort. If the universe is saying anything to me these days, it's do less. And I encourage you guys to also do less. um, working smarter, having more fun. And one of those things is stop looking for agents and managers, you guys. Some of the great agents and managers want to feel like they discovered you. And so instead, you can focus on booking high-level work and attracting the agents and managers that are going to be the best strategy partners. Remember, strategy should be the foundation of everything that you guys do. With acting and career, it should be a different strategy for pitching for this show or that production team or working on this particular the role that you're working on. And then the other thing too is you cannot please and create at the same time. You cannot please somebody and also create something. Stop trying to please casting directors. They never wanted you to please them. Your job was to never please them. And you think about that in life. You think about relationships where you feel somebody's trying to please you. It's not attractive. It's not, we don't see confidence in that behavior. So, and also step away. It's okay to step away from the industry and things for a little while, you guys. It's okay. It's your life experience that adds depth to your personality and makes you more interesting. And you guys have all heard it though. This business is competitive. People say you're rejected by people who matter on a daily basis. This, however, does not mean, again, that you need to accept every single job you're offered. Sometimes people get advice, take every audition, accept every job. No, you can go to auditions, but sometimes you might not want to go to an audition if there's a red flag. If there's something sketchy going on, if you don't feel like you're going to be respected, if somebody's asking for your cell phone number, trust your BS trust your BS detectors. If it doesn't feel right, it might not be right. Trust how you feel. So you don't have to accept every job you're offered. It can seem like extremely counterintuitive, particularly if you're newer to the business or if you've gone a long time between jobs. Making the decision of whether or not to do that like tenuously written short film or act in that derivative web series or engage in a shoddily produced, show, it's not just about damaging your brand or your reputations. Those things matter, of course. They should be thought about, but by saying yes to a project that like hell you just don't feel good about allows you to set the bar lower for yourself and for what you'll accept professionally, okay? And it's like sometimes in downtimes or slow times or summer times, actors find themselves saying yes to projects that they wouldn't normally accept because it's slow. And there's this mythology that truly committed actors will act in anything they're given a chance to be in, particularly if the resume is light. Truly committed actors will act at any given chance by virtue of their deep love of the craft, right? No. Truly committed actors who love acting, have taken the time to foster a realistic understanding of the business, and they get that there's a lot of crapola produced, a lot of stereotyped roles written, a lot of fear-motivated productions, and a lot of people scrambling around in the dark. Truly committed actors, you guys, honor your commitment to acting and have the good sense that it could be extremely damaging to your love of acting, your love of the craft, to align yourself with such people. Acting is fun. Acting is fun. Acting is fun. The fun starts when you work on projects that you find fun, not when you sign on to projects that suck the joy of this career choice from you. One of my favorite bits of advice from a business professional, he said, eliminate anything professionally that's aggravating. If something is aggravating you in the moment, it can be taking up 80% of your headspace outside. So eliminate things and people in business, in this career, that are aggravating forces for you. So plenty of naysayers. It's like, yeah, so it's like acting is fun. The fun starts when you work on projects you find fun. And when you sign on to projects that suck the joy of this career, yeah, not when you sign on to projects that suck the joy out of it. My response to this is, what if you are? By saying no, you propel yourself to the career you want now. You're all probably familiar with the concept of like divine forces shutting doors and opening windows. By shutting that door yourself, you're now forced to open a new window, even if it means finding an axe and breaking through the wall. If your thought process is it's slow, or I haven't booked in over a year, I should just accept this role that I don't like or connect to, in this production that I don't like or have faith in because I'm an actor and I need to act, then you should have the courage to turn it down and go create an opportunity for yourself. This can mean writing a part for yourself, producing something you do care about if you like writing, or reaching out to production companies, casting offices that you have relationships with, or building new relationships with those people, as I've spoken about many times before, or any of the other proactive endeavors that keep actors busy and their sense of personal integrity intact. So it's like, from a more logical standpoint, if you don't connect to a role when reading a script, chances are you might not connect to it in a room either, or perhaps even on set when it matters. You will have spent your time and the production's time on the audition when neither was necessary. And yeah, so here's what I want to do. I want to come back to some of this, but I want to do an exercise with you right now. I want to show you an exercise. And I want you all to do this. I want you to kind of clear your heads for a second here. And thank you for hanging out with me again, you guys, and being here. Love you too, Andrew. And thank you, April. All right. I want you to just shake it out, whatever you want to do. Nobody can see you right now, okay? And what I want you to do is I want you to talk out loud, not think of something, but I want you to talk an emotion out loud that you want to feel, okay? Something that you guys want to feel right now. And be specific about it. Don't say good. Good is general. It doesn't mean anything. I don't want to put words in your head, but I want you to use specific words. Confidence, ecstatic, joyful, whatever it is. You can even type in some of those specific words. And if I see them, I can tell you if they're specific. But you want to say a specific emotion out loud, okay? And just do it. And don't overthink it, okay? We all need this, you guys. Thank you so much. It's so cool to be able to share like this with a community of people that I love, and we all love each other. Happy is beautiful, you know, and you can fill it with something else. You can fill it with tingly happiness. You can fill it with sunlight happiness, or whatever you want to do. Don't use my words, use your words. Talk the word out loud. Say it out loud. Good, you have it? All right, here's what I want you to do. I want you to all just shake your arms out, and I want you to lift your right arm all the way up, all the way down. Just all the way up, all the way down in neutral, all the way up, all the way down. There you go. Shake it out, lift it up all the way down. Now keep it down. Now I want you to fill your right arm up with that emotion, almost like you're connecting a fire hose to it. You're filling it up. You're injecting that arm with empowered love or happiness. Yes, beautiful, relentlessly joyful. God bless. That is beautiful, proud. And whatever that is, I want you to fill that arm up with that emotion. And I want you to lift the arm all the way up, all the way down. Don't keep it moving. Don't get it stuck up there, and put that emotion in it. There you go. Whatever that is, put it in that arm, lift it all the way up, all the way down with that emotion in it. There we go. And I want you to put it in even more. Fill that arm up even more. If it was at a 50, put it at 100, okay? Whatever that is, all the way up, all the way down. Now, without thinking, give that arm a voice. If it could speak, if it could say something, what would it say? Let it speak. Let it fire out of your mouth. Don't worry. You know, you can explain to whoever's in the next room later, but give it a voice. Boom. And let it blow out of your arm just like that. Okay. Take a breath. And I'm going to ask you the question, was that fun? Was it fun? And if you can't answer in 1 second, or you can't say yes or great, it's not there yet. You need to fill that arm more and lift it all the way up, all the way down. But I'm willing to bet it may have been fun for you guys. And did it feel easy? And did it feel loose? And was it you doing it versus a character? Was it your version of it? Yes, yes, yes. That exercise is yours. You can switch an emotion on in a second if you want to do that. So I wanted to give that to you guys. And I'm excited to hang with you in just a second. But I wanted to just continue a little bit where I left off. Cool. So, yeah, your representation may fight you on your choices to turn down an audition. Hopefully, they're working day in and day out to get you in any room by picking up a phone. Remember, if reps didn't know that it was their responsibility to use a telephone to pitch actors, they're not going to wake up the next day and suddenly realize that, okay? Great reps make hundreds of phone calls for their clients and submissions, but a submission-only strategy goes nowhere. It's a lottery. Like I said, it's like throwing gum on the wall and seeing what sticks. I can't wait to see how you guys, how the exercise was in a second. So don't be afraid to say no. If you're uncomfortable auditioning for like a prank show because you think they're mean, try to fathom how violated your personal values would feel to actually be a paid performer on some type of prank show where being mean would be a requirement. Just say no to it. If you don't identify with science fiction and aliens, say no. I love science fiction and aliens. A role that is better for you will definitely come along, okay? And you won't have to force yourself to start from square one reading about science fiction worlds and rules. I promise you, there are other actors who already know and love everything about sci-fi. Let them have the role. Yours is down the road if you wait a little bit. So no is just information. So no is really important to having fun. That's why I'm talking about it. Think of it as equal to yes, which is just information. Two, when someone else books a role you audition for, it's a no for you. It's not a not yet, or a not this one, but another one. Same if you say no to a project, not this project, but another one that I'm more passionate about. Still, in this business, you hear the expression work is work, an expression that I like to think of as an excuse for not having the courage to have the career you really want. Work is work orbits around the notion that acting is a tough career choice, that there aren't enough jobs to go around. So why would anyone turn down work? It's a mind virus. It's a story of suffering. Let it go. Even when you're not known in this business, you still need to give careful consideration to the projects that you attach your name to, the roles you agree to play, and the ways that you allow yourself to be portrayed. As Arthur Miller reminded us in The Crucible, as John Proctor, Arthur Miller said this. Any theater nerds out there will appreciate this. Because it is my name, because I cannot have another in my life. Okay? I love you guys. I want to hang out with you. I want to talk with you. I want to hear what you have to say. I so appreciate you being here in Backstage. I so greatly appreciate you facilitating this conversation. So thank you. Think of the exercise. Talk to me here. Let's hang out a little bit. I really just want to leave you with this. If something isn't fun, something's not working, okay? Every process should be fun. If someone is taking that fun away from you, permission to let go of that, permission to let go of that professional relationship. I realize personal relationships need to be developed, but is whatever's happening to you in your life feel mostly good or mostly bad, mostly fun or mostly not fun? And you need to trust that. Your emotions are so powerful. We create with our emotions, our emotional words. I mentioned this in another video once, but abracadabra, that magic word, abracadabra literally translates to I create with my words. I use my words to create. So use your emotions and your words to instantly blast back into the fun that you always knew was there for you. Okay, let's hang here. Hey, Chad Michaels. I'm just getting back into acting at 47. Have been nervous about it. Chad, check out the video I did recently. Basically, how to launch your career faster at any age. I can't remember the exact name of it, but a few videos back, it's basically how to get your career off the ground at any age. It's a really fun video, and I think you'll appreciate it. You being 47 is not an obstacle to anything, so don't worry about it. And if you've been nervous about it, well, find a way to practice in a fun way. I told you guys, if you haven't already, come and watch one of our classes. You can watch from anywhere in the world, okay, via Zoom. Watch the celebrity actors, watch the beginning actors, watch these actors getting a workout, an undeniable acting breakthrough every time they get up and work. And you guys can watch for free. Go to the website, www.josephpearlman.com. Fill out the contact form, and we will set you up with a free audit. Pearlman is Pearlman. Let's see here. I want to get to your questions. Okay, this is good. Emily Aisling, thank you. When you give a casting director in an audition a single headshot and resume, do you give the production relevant headshot or neutral headshot? Don't make yourself crazy with production relevant headshots. Keep it simple. Maybe have a headshot or two. you only want to get into production relevant material when you're sending reel footage. We've talked about that before, how to create a celebrity level reel with less effort in another video. So don't make yourself crazy with the picture. You should have kind of a maybe a more dramatic, neutral picture or more of a comedic picture. But it's important that the picture looks like you, and really work with whoever's taking your picture to make sure that picture doesn't just look like another headshot. I really love the editorial style in pictures. I find that when actors take the next step in their careers, I remember with Zooey Deschanel, there was like a different kind of picture. It was more of an editorial. It moved from a headshot to more of something you'd see in a magazine. Still somewhat closely cropped, but maybe opened up a little bit more. Yeah. Let's see here. Oh my God, it is a workout and it fuels you. Oh, cool. Hey, Kathy Figuccio, welcome. What info do you put in your slate? I need to do this today for a shoot. I think it'll be fun. Now, this is a great thing to talk about. Rule number 1, follow directions. That's very important. Your ability to follow directions to get in and out of a room, in and out of a video gracefully is just as important as your acting. And think about this, you guys, with your slate. Your slate is the first time a production company, a producer, the people who actually make the final casting decisions, it's the first time they lay eyes on you. So I always talk about this. When you're doing your slate, don't be whipping yourself up for your acting performance before you walk into a room, virtual, in-person, video. Your slate should be a reflection of your most empowered, best self, your most lit up self. Because people are sussing out in that slate what you're going to be like to hang out with. So kind of approach that slate, a simple hack with almost go into it like my friend Alex Ashinger talks about it, like going in with the intention of maybe I'll make a couple friends, okay? So follow directions on that. That would be my best recommendation. Cool. Let's see. Someone says, what is your recommendation for creating your first demo reel? I'm just starting out and debating whether to show a wide range, focus on what characters I may fit into. You're going to love the video that I did, how to create a celebrity level reel or an A-list level reel with less effort. You just look up Backstage YouTube, on Backstage's YouTube, my name, Joseph Pearlman, and reel, and then you'll come to that video, and it's a whole conversation about the reel and how it's changed over the years. A lot of folks think that because of the time that we're in right now, this is what all the changes is about. No, these changes have been happening for years. There's just an acceleration of it right now, a quickening of it. Let's see. What should you do with choosing, Sophie? What should you do with choosing a songs for an audition for a musical school? This is a great choice. Find something that you connect with. Find something that lights you up. And again, follow the directions, follow the instructions. But you guys know it with music, like either the music is like vibrating in your soul or you're not connecting with it. So find something with regards to choosing material, and it could be fun to do a whole video on this. Choose something that's fun for you, something that would be a blast if you actually book that type of role. So choose something that's fun. Yeah, let's see. I'm going to go back and see if there's any other questions. You guys have any other questions for me? I want to hang out with you and answer some of those questions. Let's see. Someone said, oh, hey, Sarah, so happy to see you here. Live free. Okay, I love that you're sharing on the subject of saying no if it doesn't feel good or resonate. I declined 2 different offers for roles because they didn't align with my values. Better doors to come. Absolutely, Sarah, completely. Friend, client, some years ago, Elaine Hendricks, who some of you guys may know from Dynasty and Sex and Drugs and Rock and Roll and Parent Trap. There was a time where, she's done tons of roles in her career, but there was a time when she said she's just feeling like, I'm just waiting for breadcrumbs and handouts. It's like, it's not fun. And I encouraged her to say no to some things. And she said no to a film that was going to, I think, shoot in Palm Springs. And saying no created this space for this incredible off-Broadway show to fall into. And then the show Sex and Drugs and Rock and Roll. So saying no is like it's like giving yourself a gift. It's respecting yourself. It's giving you your time back a bit. So thank you, Sarah, for that. It's great. Videoscape. Hey, Joseph, I often find that I doubt myself and overthink things. thus taking the fun out of acting. Any advice? Yeah, that's a good question. I kind of think that like when we're not engaged in something, we can make ourselves crazy in our mind. But I bet when you did that exercise, there wasn't a lot of room to doubt yourself and overthink things. But I understand. I feel for you. I do it sometimes as well too, and I get it. It's just important to have a regular workout, an acting workout, where you are thrown into a fun stream, where you out-fun that. Because I'm not going to tell you, it would be bullshit advice to tell you, well, don't do that and there's nothing to worry. You know, I'm not going to say that. I'm telling you, you want to think about out-funning it, burning through the fog of those negative emotions. And that's one of the things that we do at the studio is sometimes actors will work on. I work with people who do TED Talks, healthcare leaders, world healthcare leaders. How do you, if something is, you're self-defeating yourself when you walk in, how do you light yourself up when you walk in the room to be the most lit up, best version of yourself when you walk in the room? So again, come and watch that. We may be working on that next week. So come and attend one of those audits. And you guys, thank you so much for supporting these videos and liking them and just being here, being part of the conversation and being interested and engaged. Yeah, let's see here. Let's see, Jessica Mosley asked me a question. I'm going above. Sometimes the questions get buried. You can maybe put okay, question, Joe. Yeah, let's see. I can't find it. It looks like it's buried. Let's see. Hi, Joe. Yeah, this is such an important session. We get so caught up with the business of it all that we forget why we do it in the first place. Oh man, you guys, good. I'm so happy that they're useful. All that matters is these videos are useful to you guys. And cool. Listen, please come and attend a free audit. We have so many exciting things going on. We have one class we're collaborating with some of the biggest stars in Japan and some of the biggest writer, director, producers in the world who are also in the class, creating original content for the actors, working with, you know, Oscar level producers, helping them to pitch to get celebrity actors in there. It's one of these incredible experiences at the studio where we have so many high level industry professionals, writer, directors, producers, celebrity actors, all in one space as equals. There's no bullshit games. Somebody's better than you. I want you to, again, like let go of these stories of suffering and mind sort of viruses. Like I want you to approach this industry as a colleague, as an equal, but mostly I want to encourage you guys to do less. I want to encourage you guys to do less of what's not fun for you. Say no to things, take a breath, sit back, relax. Create more space inside of yourself and give yourself more time for fun to flood back into it. And yeah, I mean, Nitish Sharma, how can I increase my acting skills online? There are too many online websites and channels that are not reliable. Are there some courses focusing on increasing? Nitish, this is what we do at our studio every single day. Go to the website, josephpearlman.com, click the content and get a free audit and come and watch the work. You guys can be a part of this work, as you know, from anywhere in the world. So there are incredible resources out there. Not just what we're doing, there are incredible resources. It's the first time that it's not that it's been available, is that people are awakening to the fact that you can get the best of the best anywhere in the world and not have to be in that location. So come and join us. Dimitri Page, we work with actors who are just starting off. We have classes for actors who are just starting off to fill in any missing gaps in their conservatory training and help you to launch your acting career faster with less effort. Cool, you guys, this is great. Some of the answers to your questions are in other videos. Feel free to email me with any sort of, topics that you guys want to hear. And as always, I hope to see you guys in the classes. So please come. If you didn't get your question answered, come into one of the classes, attend a free audit, speak up. I will talk to you. And I love you guys. I respect you guys. We are all one big family. And I hope that you just take great care of yourselves. because then you'll take really good care of other people if you take good care of yourselves. And I'll see you guys in 2 weeks with a fun new topic. You're so welcome. Yeah, let's see. Live for would love to hear a video on on where and when to move to LA, NYC, or Atlanta. I mean, this is a really great question that can be answered in a simple way. Move to LA, New York City, Atlanta if it's a joy for you to be there. I love living in Los Angeles, but it's possible to work at the highest level as an actor from anywhere in the world. It is so easy to do that. I've told you time after time of actors who live in all different parts of the world, who I've helped them to secure high-level roles in major projects like Handmaid's Tale from the comfort and safety of wherever you're at. When you have to shoot something, then you might fly to LA, New York, or Atlanta. So yes, but it would be a fun conversation. You guys, this rocks. You guys rock. I will see you soon. And thank you very much for supporting this and hanging out. And come and attend a free audit because I will personally answer any questions you guys have. Then, cool. Bye, you guys.